Good morning, children. So, today we are going to see chapter 2, the tsunami. So, part 1 of the story, Tsunami. So, I am your English teacher, Aarthi, here, and I'll be explaining the first part of the story. So, before going to the story, let us see what is a tsunami. So, a tsunami is a huge wave caused by an undersea earthquake. So, what is an earthquake, children? I hope all of you know what is an earthquake. So, earthquake is a destruction or a vibration caused on the surface of the earth. Some of the earthquakes may be mild and cause no other destruction or calamities on the surface. But some may be very violent and it may cause lot of destruction to the surface of the earth. So, when this type of earthquake, when a vibration is happened, which is produced or caused under sea, what happens? A huge wave is caused, and this huge wave is called as the tsunami. So, what causes a tsunami? So, let us see what are the things which cause the tsunami. An earthquake rocks the ocean floor. So, what happened? An earthquake is caused in the ocean floor. So, displaces volume of water, pushing it up, sets off an oscillation which develops underwater at great speed. Seawater is sucked back from the shore. Waves get bigger as water gets shallower. So, when this earthquake is caused in the ocean floor, it sucks all the water from the shore, and when it releases, when it is pushed back to the shore, it comes with a great speed and with a huge wave. It uprises as a huge wave. So, like this is how the tsunami is caused. So, before reading the children, let us have a look at the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, children. So, this is very close to India. So, this is a group of islands. So, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. When you spot these islands, you may see that it is very closer to each other, but actually it is not closer. It is 70 miles away from from each other. From Andaman and Nicobar, it is 70 kilometers away from each other. So now we are going to see what happened, what are all happened due to the tsunami caused over here in this Andaman and Nicobar Islands. How some of the families were disturbed and lost their lives and family members. So Kachal is an island. It is a part of Andaman group of islands. Navkari is an island in Nicobar group. So what happened? There is a place called Kachin in Andaman group of islands, and Navkari is an island which is in Nicobar group. Kachal and Navkari are more than 100 miles apart. So the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are to the west of India. The Nicobar Islands are to the north of the Andaman Islands. So all these are the features of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Now we are going to see how some of the families, a few families, how they were affected due to the tsunami caused. Now let us move to the lesson, children. A tsunami hit Thailand and parts of India such as Andaman and Nicobar Islands and the Tamil Nadu coast. The following stories of courage in face of difficulty are all from the Andaman and Nicobar archipelago. Archipelago is a group of islands. So see what is this? A tsunami. It just hit Thailand and it traveled in the sea and affected the Andaman Nicobar Islands of India and some of the Tamil Nadu coast. So we are going to see what were the difficulties faced by the families who lived in these Andaman and Nicobar Islands. A tsunami is a very large and powerful wave caused by earthquakes under the sea. So children, I already told you what is a tsunami. It is a very large and powerful waves. So it may break the buildings up. So many stories of buildings also. Such a powerful and big waves. Those are very powerful and huge waves. So this was caused because of the earthquake under the sea. On 26 December 2004. So all of you know about the earthquake which was happened on 26 December 2004. Let us see what were the destructions happened due to this tsunami. So Ignatius was the manager of a cooperative society in Kachal. His wife woke him up at 6 a.m. because she felt an earthquake. Ignatius carefully took his television set off its table and put it down on the ground so that it would not fall and break. Then the family rushed out of the house. So what is this? There was a family, and he was the name of the family. He was a person, Ignatius, and he was working as a manager in the cooperative society in Kachal. When they were sleeping deep sleep, early morning 6 o'clock, his wife woke him up because she felt an earthquake. Soon as he woke up, this Ignatius he took the television and put it down the table because he thought that because due to the vibration the TV might fall down and break. Then the whole family, then all of them rushed out of the house. When the tremors stopped, they saw the sea rising. In the chaos and confusions, two of his children caught hold of the hands of their mother's father and mother's brother and rushed in the opposite direction. He never saw them again. His wife was also swept away. Only three other children who came with him were saved. So when this tremors, when the earthquake, when the vibration stopped, they suddenly observed that the seawater was rising. Before they could react or something, they started running towards the opposite direction. His children were moving with their mother's father and mother's brother in the opposite direction. But after that, he didn't see his children or his wife. All of them were swept away. Only three other children who came with him were saved. Now let us see the next family. So Sanjeev was a policeman serving in the Kachal island of the Nicobar group of islands. He somehow managed to save himself, his wife, and his baby daughter. So this man, Sanjeev, he was a policeman. He was working in Kachal island. So he somehow saved his family, his wife, and his baby daughter. But then he heard cries for help from the wife of John, the guest house cook. Sanjeev jumped into the river to rescue her, but they were both swept away. So, as he saved his wife and his daughter, he heard cries of help, need of help. When he spotted the wife of John, the guest house cook, he jumped into the water to save them, but in vain. What happened? He was not able to rescue her. She was swept away. Then the next girl, 13-year-old Meghna, was swept away along with her parents and 77 other people. Holding on to the wooden door, she spent 2 days floating in the sea. So here is another family, and the family, one of the family members was Meghna. She was swept away with her parents and 77 other people from her area. She somehow managed to hold a wooden door, and she floated for more than 2 days in the water. 11 times she saw relief helicopters overhead, but they did not see her. So when she was floating these 2 days, she had spotted 11 times the rescue helicopters, but the helicopter people did not notice her. She was brought back to the shore by a wave and was found walking on the seashore in a daze. So what happened? As she was moving and while she was floating in the wooden door, a wave brought her to the shore, and when she found herself walking alone in the shore, nobody was there. Then the next family, Alma's Javed, was 10 years old. She was a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, where her father had a petrol bunk. So what happened? This girl, Almas Javed, was a 10 years old girl, and she is a student of Carmel Convent in Port Blair, and her father was the owner of a petrol pump there. His mother, Ragila's home was in Naukari Island. The family had gone there to celebrate Christmas. So this family had moved from Port Blair to Ragila's house, which was in the Naukari Island, and they actually moved there to celebrate Christmas. Early in the morning, when the tremors came, the family was fast asleep. So when it was occurred in the morning, no, so children by 6 a.m. So all of them were fast asleep when the tremors came. So the first person who was about to observe the earthquake was Alma Javed's father. The water's residing and it come back, rushing back with great force. Everybody wake up. We must rush to a safer place. So this man, Alma Javed's father, he noticed that the water is going back into the shore and into the sea, and it will rise up and come back. So he rushed inside and he woke up woke up everybody, and he urged them to move to a safer place. As they ran, grandfather's hit on the head by something. He's fallen down. Her father rushed to help him, but then came the first giant wave. The wave swept both of them away. So what happened? They started running towards a safer place. But when they were running, as they were running, something came and hit grandfather's head and he fell down. But this father, Almas Javed's father, he went back to help his father, his grandfather, that is Almas Javed's grandfather. But as soon as they could open their eyes or gaze something, what happened? The giant wave came towards them and they was swept away. But a wave, they somehow, Almas Javed and other family members, her mother and grandmother, they somehow managed to hold a coconut tree. But a wave uprooted the tree and they were washed away. So what happened? This wave even uprooted the coconut tree and it fell into the water and they were washed away. Alma saw a log of wood floating. She climbed onto it. Then she fainted. So Alma noted a wooden log floating and she somehow managed to hold the log. But as soon as she climbed onto the log, she fainted. When she woke up, she was in a hospital in Kamrota. From there, she was brought to Port Blair. The poor girl doesn't want to talk about this incident with anyone. She is still traumatized. So what happens to this girl? When she woke up, she found herself in the hospital in Kamrota, and from there she was brought back to her hometown in Port Blair. But this girl doesn't want to speak anything about the incident because she was affected so much. She is still traumatized. Traumatized means disturbed due to the incident because she has lost her whole family and she is left alone. So all these were the destructions caused by the tsunami which happened in 2004, December 26th. So see how much of destructions, how many of them have lost their lives, their family members and sufferings. All these were the sufferings caused by this tsunami. So children, now we come to the end of part 1. So we will be seeing the explanation of part 2 in the upcoming videos of this lesson. So till we meet in the next video, it is bye from me children. Have a good day children. Thank you.